Good morning, good morning. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy JG, aka Josh, aka Summer JG. Back at it again with another video. Not just any video, special type of video, personable type of video, and experience type of video. So you already know what to do. No matter what type of video I put out, you gotta come with that energy. Nothing less, always more. So yeah, turn up for me, boy. It's Tuesday. What a lovely, lovely day. Tuesday in Ohio. Actually, it's always a good, lovely, lovely day, but I don't always agree with the weather with Ohio. Right now, it's cold. It's not super cold, but it's getting there. Right now, it's a cool, we in the morning with it, about a cool 45, 40 degrees. I hate the cold. Let me just throw that out there. I will not do anything during the winter. I don't care. Everybody's like, oh, you can go play in the snow, blah, 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 this, da, 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 you know, then on and so forth. I don't even know what I was being ready to say. That's how you know I'm so out of touch with winter. Wintertime is a no bueno for me. No, I do not. I hate being cold. When my fingers get cold, feet get cold, anything get cold, it's wraps. Only time I like to be cold is when I'm asleep. But today, we're not talking about Ohio. We're talking about the West Coast. My experience on the West Coast. This is the harsh reality, y'all. Although I only spent a week there, again, this is just my experience, my personal boy experience. Not saying it's like this for real, but I think most of the points that I'm going to hit, it is like that. There's no getting around it. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. So, if you don't know, I got married, you know. Yes, sir. You see the ring, you see the ring. I got married. Me and my boo thing, we honeymooned in Vegas. You're probably wondering, Josh, why did you go to Vegas? Why didn't you go this, and that? If you don't know, there's travel bans in certain states. If your state has a certain travel ban, you can't go there, you know. And then a lot of places that we did want to go to, if we went there, you know, we had to quarantine. So we figured, like, we both never been to Vegas. Why not? You know, cool. We knew going into it, Vegas wasn't going to be open like it was. But I can first and foremost tell you, Vegas is a whole vibe. The West Coast is a vibe. I know I haven't been to California, but Vegas is, you know, Vegas and California basically the same thing. In a way, California is, from what I heard from my friends, overpopulated, and a lot of people trying to make it. And you know, I think that's super, super dope. In Vegas, I noticed it was like that as well. Every day there was street performers. You know, not the actual performance, because everybody says that in Vegas there's a lot more people than what it is. Since we're in quarantine, it's not that much. It wasn't like packed. Everybody was telling me, like, when you go to Vegas, it's going to be packed, blah, blah, this. It was not packed whatsoever. We went on a Sunday, and we left on a Saturday. So everybody's like, oh, it's going to get popping on Thursday and Friday, whoop-de-whoop, you know. So we went out on Thursday and Friday. I kind of just skipped the whole week. Let me backtrack. So Monday, boom. We're staying at the Cosmopolitan. If you ain't hip, you know, it's a super, super nice hotel. Super nice. We was on the top floor. Not the very, very top, because there's like another building. There's one building with 38 floors, and there's one building with like 79 floors. We was in the building with 38 floors, and we was at the top, tippy top, you know, chilling, vibing. It was a vibe. We had a nice room. It was super cool. First thing that I noticed is that people live good down there, you know what I'm saying? So they drive the foreigns. I don't know if it's rented. I'm not going to assume that it's rented. Sorry, I gotta take a sip of my shake, my breakfast shake. But I'm not going to assume everything's rented. But it seemed like when we was riding the Uber rides, everybody was just living right. Everybody had a mindset to get right, and nobody. I can't say I talked to everybody, but it felt like everybody was out there to grind. Everything was, to get something, you know, to achieve something, to leave their hometown. More than likely, when you're in that downtown Vegas area, you're going to run into people from all over the world, not the country. Not out of the country, but all over the state, shall I say. You know, I've seen multiple people wearing Ohio State, you know, that's just the main thing I noticed because I'm from Ohio. So somebody even came up to us. It's like, oh, wait. I was like, yes, sir, IO, you know what I'm saying, boy? Even though Ohio, us people from Ohio, we know there's stuff to do, but we know at the end of the day Ohio is not much. But Ohio will always be home. Because I can tell you now, I miss being home. The first thing that I didn't like about being on the West Coast, everything is expensive. When I tell you everything is expensive, I'm not kidding. Coming from the Midwest to the West Coast, prices, boy, they are big waxing. Gas, we never got gas because we're not old enough to rent a car. We're 24, got to be 25. Certain areas bypass that, but I didn't feel the need to, rent a car, which everything is pretty much walking distance. But everything, no matter what you did, no matter what food place you got, like for example, we got Starbucks, here, our drinks would come out to about $8, $9. There, they come out to about 20 something dollars. And I'm like, boy, where is y'all getting this from? I mean, I know we was in a resort joint, but dang, why is y'all waxing like that? And then we went, like, we was eating all fancy. Don't get me wrong. Like, we had the money. Don't get me wrong. Don't get it messed up, player. Don't get it messed up. We had the bag talk. We was feeling good. We was feeling right. So we was eating good. It was our honeymoon. We had to live right. But it was just the things that we picked up on that it was just overly expensive. We were mind blown. At this point, come Wednesday, we fed up. Boy, we're spending about $100+ every single day. 100 plus on us. I know it's 2 people. You got to think that too. $100+ each day on us to eat food. I know it's a lot of information, but what if we was here and we spent that, bro? We wouldn't even touch 50. We would not touch $50. I guarantee it. That's food that we got. So we was eating right. We was eating fancy up until about, I would say, Thursday. We was like, dang, bro, me and my girl, it was like, we really spending a lot of money. So we don't, we notice. You gotta have that money. You can't live like you rich. Once you realize that you spending too much, you gotta straighten up. You don't want to be broke. So we didn't want to go broke, you know what I'm saying? I mean, we still had it, don't get me wrong, but we still wanted to be frugal with our money, you know what I'm saying? But overall, that was one big thing. Number 2, something else I didn't like. Number 2, bruh, and this is nothing against anybody that's homeless, because I understand, it was just the way certain homeless people, and I'm not, like I said, I'm not saying all homeless people, they approach us like on some weird stuff. Like, obviously they strung out. Most of the people that came up to us, they was, off something. I'm not going to say anything in specific, but I can tell they was off something, because they would come up to us yelling, talking about the most random stuff. Nothing, not even asking for money, nothing, just talking about the most random stuff. And we were shook, but it was just the fact that it was an abnormal amount. So in my mind, I'm thinking, they went there to be something, possibly blew their money on the casino and lost it all, That's just from what we were told, by the Uber drivers, what mostly happens around here and what they see, the natives that live down there. Sorry, I really got to get this finished. Got to finish the breakfast in a timely manner, but yeah, I mean, that was weird. And also the number 3, the people, like, since we were downtown, I'm like I said, this is downtown experience more so, in my experience only, not saying all of West Coast is like this, but people was always coming up to us, aside from the homeless people. Oh, you want to stay at our place? You want to stay this? You want this deal? You want this, that? You want this, that, and the third? I'm like, bruh. And most of the time, you had to be 25 or 26 and up. But it's just the fact that was getting annoying, bruh. People just constantly coming up to you saying, hey, bruh, this, hey, bruh, that. You need to stay here. We'll give you such and such amount of money. You ain't giving me nothing, boy. Don't nobody give nothing away for free. There was always a catch. If you go there, if you go to Vegas, and again, this is Vegas, West Coast, you know what I'm saying? If you go to Vegas, please watch out for the people. And it's your first time, because I'm pretty sure anybody... excuse me, anybody can vouch for me when I say this, as anybody who's been to Vegas, they will constantly come up to you, no matter what, if they seen you more than once. I kid you not, me and my girl, we went to, there was a mall, I forgot what the mall was called, but it was right across from the Cosmopolitan. We went to this mall, and I kid you not, we seen the same dude 4 times. He asked us all 4 times, literally told him, like, bro, we just spoke to you. After the first time, I'm like, bro, you just spoke to you. We're 24. We ain't 25 and up. I'm sorry. Oh, okay, I got you. Third time. Bruh, I didn't even let him speak at that third time. I'm like, bruh, you already spoke to us. Oh, did I really? Are you following me? No. I mean, you're trying to be funny, but I understand where you're coming from. Fourth time, I just had enough. I'm like, bruh, we already spoke, bruh. You don't have to keep coming up to us, bruh. We are 24. You know, understand. Get your bag. Get your job. Now, you know, that's their job at the end of the day, but that was just something that really, really bothered us. Another thing I wanted to throw in, man, how can I forget, bruh? Number four, time zone difference. Man, bruh, the time zone difference messed up our heads to the most high. Big time. I mean, granted, the positive thing to us is that we didn't adjust to the time. We were still on our time, so when we came back to Ohio, we still was on our normal schedule. We didn't have trouble sleeping or anything, but golly, when we got there, 3 hours behind. Man, we was starting our day at 4 o'clock in the morning. Bruh, I kid you not. You know, sleeping good, sleeping beautiful. I wake up, it's 3:45. I'm like, bruh, what the heck can I do at 3:45? Like, over here, it was about, what, 4, 5, 6 o'clock. My body's used to waking up pretty early. Just because of the fact that of my schedule. I get up early and go to the gym. But, like, we was waking up at 3:45, 4, 5, bruh. We was just shook. Bruh, it was just in our minds of, like, bruh, me and my girl, we couldn't do anything for, like, 3 to 4, 5 hours. I mean, we could go down to the casino because of the fact that casino is 24 hours. But who wants to lose money for fun? You know? We wasn't playing the big games, boy. We wasn't playing the big boy games. I'm not, you know, not experienced enough. Gotta try. I know I have to do trial and error, but I didn't want to lose the big bag, you know what I'm saying? Especially if I didn't know how to play the game. But yeah, bro, I just had to throw that out. Like, I told myself after I was editing the video, like, how could I forget that? The time zones. If you be ready, like, that's not like a big problem, but if you're just visiting, yes, that's a huge problem. Huge problem. You will do so much. Like, we were doing so much in a day, knocking stuff out. But we would be done with everything at like 3 o'clock their time. You know, we're beat. We're tired. Going to sleep at like 6, 7. Like, what? Other than, like, it was like the first 2 days we was doing that. First 2 to 3 days. Like, we was going to sleep 7, 8. Super early. We was tired because, like, we was just doing back-to-back tour stuff. The normal stuff that people do. And then going down there, we was knocking stuff out. But yeah, I just had to throw that in there after I was editing, man. So, other than that, West Coast is definitely a vibe. You know, I would live out there personally because, one, the weather's always good. And Vegas, it's like a desert out there. So it's like, it's hot. It's super hot, but it's like, you don't have to worry about it being like, humid, shall I say. So it's like hot, but it's like, I don't know, it feels good. Like, it don't feel like when we were down there, it got up to like 100 degrees, 98 degrees one day. But it didn't feel like it. Like, in my mind, when I hear 100 degrees, because I don't think in Ohio we've ever experienced that, at least to my knowledge and to my existence. I've lived here my whole life. We didn't experience that. But when it's hot down here in Ohio, boy, it feels like a sauna. It's humid. No wind at all. It's super humid. It just make you, it's like sweltering. It just make you don't want to be out there. But over there, it was cool, you know. It was nice. I could actually be outside and I don't feel, you know, oh my God, this heat is terrible. Another thing, you know, again, I just messed with people's mindsets, everybody's drive. It seemed like everybody's rich, you know, everybody's motivated. Like, everybody had that money. And I can tell you right now, if you're going to live on the West Coast, think about the people that do live in the West Coast, all these YouTubers and stuff, bro, they have money. They have money. All these people that have all these cars, they have money. Everything is like 2 to 3 times more in the West Coast, California, everywhere. Everyone on the West Coast, everything is 2 to 3 times more. So anybody that lives over there, they got money or they can manage. If I were to move there now, I'm not even going to cap to you, I would probably be living check to check. That's just keeping it a buck with you. I would probably be living check to check. Everything is like 2 or 3 times more. So if you gonna move there, make sure you got that bag talk. Make sure you can afford to buy everything 4 times, not twice. I know the motto is afford to buy it twice, make sure you can buy it 4 times and still pockets heavy. So it blew my mind when I realized all the prices over there. All these people that I watch, all these people I'm influenced by, bruh, they got the bag. They got money. At least that's what they portray. People be going through cars like it's a pair of kicks, a pair of Vans at that. Boy, Vans is only a cool 40, 60. Boy, they got like 17 cars. They got money. There's people down in the West Coast, for example, Manny Koshman. That boy got like what, 4 or 5 Bugattis, Pagani, McLaren P1, another rare McLaren, I forgot that was, like 5 SLRs, McLaren SLRs, I think that's the car. Don't get, correct me if I'm wrong, but bruh, he has a bag, money. And on top of that, bruh, it blows my mind. I got a newfound respect for anybody that lives in the West Coast. Overall, I would give the West Coast like, 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10. Actually, I'll take it back, 8 out of 10. Just because of the fact that, I can't complain about the prices because there's people out there that afford it. It's just me personally, bruh, coming from the Midwest, going to there, bruh, no, man, I could only imagine. Boy, I would have to ride in a Prius, bruh. I would have to have a bag. Like, it's like you can't talk to nobody if you can't even afford to just live down there. Like, anybody that lives down there, respect to the Most High. But yeah, that was my experience, Other than all the little stuff, we played slots. We went to the casino. We broke even. We lost $100 first night, but we broke even. Aside from that, we went swimming. We basically enjoyed the resort. We went to multiple food places. We didn't, like I said, we didn't get to experience it to the full extent because of the fact that it was closed down. But overall, that's my opinion and reality about the West Coast. I still want to go to California, and I'll give y'all a video when I visit there, because I got a few homies in California. Shout out my boy Derek. Shout out my boy Dante. Living good, living right. My boy Derek trying to start a business. Shout out to him, trying to get after it. So I know he's motivated down there. But yeah, that was my experience. And, it's not the full details, but that was just the things that I noticed the most in the West Coast and my experience in Las Vegas. But yeah. Hope you guys like this personable video. It's probably gonna be a little bit long. I might chop it up, but I like keeping it raw and full and flesh, and people that watch it, they mess with me. So yeah, if you like the video, like, comment, subscribe. If you have an experience in Vegas, or correct me if I'm wrong, if I said anything wrong, or if you feel otherwise, or if you just have anything to say about Vegas or California or just West Coast in general, let me know in the comments. Interact with me, you know what I'm saying, because I respond to everybody. Never too big for somebody. Always help somebody out. Make sure they know they have a good week or a great day, whatever it is. It's been your boy JG, aka Josh, aka Summer JG. Back at it again with another video. If your dreams don't scare you, they aren't big enough. If you plan to move to the West Coast, make sure that bag talking. Make sure you can afford everything 4 times. I'm out.